My friends, to be an American is to be a consumer. Now, we do not all have the same amount of money to spend. Whether we shop at Walmart's or Saks Fifth Avenue, we are all consumers. When we are depressed, we shop. When we are happy, we shop. When we are bored, we shop. It's really the American way, isn't it? Now, the point of my homily is not to attack consumerism, but to look at it and see how its effects are upon our relationships. Consumers expect that life is going to be fair. We are always looking for a fair price for what we buy. We love to find bargains, don't we? The truth is that life is often unfair. It is fair to be born with a handicap. Is it fair that your spouse dies at a young age of cancer? Is it fair when innocent people are murdered in our streets? Consumerism also expects life to be beneficial. We usually only buy things that we think are good for us. If we don't like it, we don't buy it or we return it. But unlike our purchases, relationships need to be mutual. Not only should we benefit from our relationships, but others must benefit as well. For example, what do I get out of being Catholic? What do I get out of this relationship with Jesus and the church? Consumers' fair value and benefit is not always of value. But these categories are inadequate when we talk about human relationships and our relationship with one another and with God. We need to dig deeper. I believe that we can in light of today's gospel message from Jesus. By proclaiming that the poor are blessed and the wealthy are to be pitied, he lifts up countercultural values. He asks us to look at those parts of our culture that are not esteemed and to look at them as a necessary part of living. He is asking us to widen our categories and hence our values. Instead of being preoccupied with what is fair or beneficial, we need to make room in our life for compassion and service and commitment and loyalty. We as Americans are consumers for sure, and consumers extol fairness and benefit. But Jesus calls us to look in a countercultural direction. He calls us to open ourselves to acceptance, to service, to commitment. His gospel insists that it is only when we enlarge our attitudes in that direction can we truly appreciate the breadth and mystery of life itself. It is only when we make room for countercultural values that we will have clarity to see the kingdom of God.